Now back to Nat with all your latest news.
Thanks, Koshi. Well, it's a three-horse race for the Liberal leadership with Joe Hockey and Tony Abbott both confirming they will challenge Malcolm Turnbull in today's expected vote. Mr Abbott, a climate change sceptic, threw his hat in the ring last night after Joe Hockey refused to adopt a hard line on the government's ETS bill. Malcolm Turnbull says the Liberals need to have a clear position on climate change.
Joe is basically saying, rather than having a policy on climate change, we should say we have no policy and everyone can make up their own mind and vote in accordance to their conscience.
You know what I'm doing?
Mr Hockey is the slight favourite to win a leadership spill. Kevin Rudd has held talks with Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton at the White House. The trio discussed climate change and the war in Afghanistan, but Mr Rudd wasn't willing to elaborate on any detail.
Australia takes its alliance with the United States very seriously. That's why we have been with America for a long time in Afghanistan and while we will be with America for the long haul.
President Obama was expected to ask the Prime Minister to increase our troop commitment to Afghanistan. British PM Gordon Brown has today committed an extra 500 troops. A 61-year-old driver has been killed after losing control of his car on Melbourne's Monash Freeway. The BMW hit a rope barrier in the centre of the road before veering into the path of a Nissan Tilda. Both cars ran off the freeway and crashed into trees. Police are interviewing several witnesses. Everyday Australians have been honoured overnight for their extraordinary achievements at the annual Pride of Australia Awards. The event recognises those who make incredible and often heroic contributions to society, like Brett Perry, who rescued 3 people from a rip south of Adelaide.
Certainly don't think all the fuss was necessary at all, but yeah, no, it's definitely humbling and very proud to be here.
The awards were presented by some of Australia's biggest stars. Let's get a finance check now, and the Dow Jones has surged around 48 points higher this morning at the close. The Nasdaq gained 8 European markets closed lower. In our region, Japan's Nikkei added 264. The All Ords and the ASX 200 also made strong gains yesterday. Commodities, gold is trading at $1,173 an ounce. Oil up to $77 a barrel. The Aussie dollar buying 91 US cents, 79 Japanese yen and $1.28 New Zealand. Time for sport. Here's Mark Beretta.
Nat, thanks very much. Former Aussie captain Kim Hughes has reignited calls for the West Indies to be barred from Test cricket. Hughes labelled the Windies' first Test capitulation at the Gabba a disgrace and questioned captain Chris Gale's leadership. The tourists are standing by their embattled skipper.
He's the captain for the series, and that is it. I think that we've gone past all of the nonsense that we've had.
Gabba man of the match Ben Hilfenhaus is out of the second Test because of a knee injury, with Doug Bollinger almost certain to play in the match starting Friday. Tiger Woods has been forced to withdraw from his own tournament, the Chevron World Challenge, because of the injuries he suffered in last week's car accident. Woods has hosted the tournament, which benefits the Tiger Woods Foundation, for the last 9 years. Rock superstar Bono has teamed up with some of the world's top footballers, including Socceroos skipper Lucas Neal, to spread the word about AIDS awareness. The U2 frontman is planning to turn up the heat on politicians over the HIV/AIDS crisis in Africa. Weather time now on Sunrise. What's happening on the Gold Coast, James?
Barretts, does it get any better than this? Summer, a soso, a chocky milk straight after a surf. Unbelievable. The only thing is the surf wasn't that great. I jumped in after our last weather cross. I've got to be honest, I've never really got up on a board. I've had a couple of cracks in my life, but I always say at the start of summer, this year I'm going to learn. Today is the first day of summer, and I've said it again. It wasn't that successful, Sam, but it was close.
Afraid not, but I say keep trying.
I will, I will. This is going to be the summer that I learn to surf. Right now, let's have a look at the country's weather.
Sunrise weather for Beacon Lighting. Keep cool this summer with a ceiling fan from Beacon. Fan sale on now.
Almost took a bite of my soso and then realised I've got to read the weather. Around Queensland, firstly, fine for Cairns and Townsville. Sunny in Mackay and Mount Isa. Storms in Bundaberg, while Brisbane will have a top of 28. Around New South Wales, a few showers for Coffs Harbour. Showers for Newcastle and Wollongong, partly cloudy for Canberra, while Sydney can expect showers and 20 degrees. Across Victoria, mostly sunny in Mildura and Ballarat. Fine for Bendigo, while Melbourne will have a top of 23. Around Tassie, clear skies for Launceston and Strawn, partly cloudy for Swansea. Hobart can expect mainly fine with 16 degrees. Across South Australia, fine for Mount Gambier and Ceduna, partly cloudy for Port Lincoln. Adelaide can have a top of 27 today. Around the Northern Territory, fine for the Alice, hot for Katherine. Darwin will have storms and 34. Around WA, showers for Bunbury and Albany. Sunny in Kalgoorlie and Geraldton, fine for Karratha and Broome, while Perth will have a top of 24 degrees today. And guys, we're going to keep on munching away on this breakfast of champions. You're allowed to after you've been out in the surf in the morning on a summer's day, and we'll be back in half an hour with more weather.
All right, you're obviously not going to show us how it went then.
Oh, did we not see the vision?
Oh, well,
Okay,
we can
in
show
that
it a bit
case-
later then. Oh, sorry. I think I might have... Oh, there you are.
The big coach
Sorry. We'll show you. You're running in
We will
like
be-
a champion. You're lying on the...
Is it now? Are you seeing it?
Oh, heading out.
breaks.
Sorry, I thought maybe I'd missed it. Oh,
Yeah,
Sam's
I
good.
almost got up a couple of times.
Yeah, Sam's good. There you are.
Yeah.
Paddling. Hang on, let's watch. Are you
So you're
gonna
putting everything into that
get
paddle,
up?
James.
And almost. Oh, James Millie. Well done.
You're close.
Better than all of us could do, don't you worry. All right, you go enjoy your sanger.
All right, that's one thing I can do. See you soon.
Thank you. All righty-o. Let's just head back to Koshi in Canberra. Koshi, I've got a question for you. When you were chatting to Malcolm Turnbull when he popped down a little